Sega.
Where it's from, but it's the same universe. Oh shit. Okay, it's a good intro though. Okay. This is all. Like it was really old school.
Welcome to the Dawn of War tutorial. By listening to me and reading the text that appears in this message box, you will learn how to play a skirmish game. The mouse is your primary method of surveying the battle, selecting units and structures, and issuing orders. The mouse controls the camera. The camera represents your current view of the battlefield. To pan the camera, simply move the mouse pointer to the edge of the screen. Do this now. To rotate the camera to gain a different view of the battle, press the Alt key and move your mouse. Do this now. You can zoom in on something to see it up close by spinning the mouse wheel forward. Do this now. To return the camera to the game's default view, press the backspace key on your keyboard. Do this now.
Back.
To return the camera to the game's default view, press the backspace key on your keyboard. Do this now.
Back. You have a fucking backy?
To return the camera...
Okay.
To return the camera to the game's default view, press the backspace key on your keyboard. Do this now. Excellent. You've returned the camera to its default playing view by panning, rotating, and zooming the camera in and out.
Into position.
You can get whatever view of the battlefield you wish.
Yes, my lord.
The diamond-shaped display in the lower left-hand corner of your screen is your mini-map. You can use the mini-map to see where your units and structures are located.
And mark any
quickly scan
enemy
the
positions.
battlefield to issue quick orders.
Gathering
The
intelligence.
mini-map displays the locations of all strategic points on the battlefield, as well
Gathering
as other
intelligence.
items of strategic importance. Fog of War prevents you from seeing things where you do not have a presence. As you
Scouts
move
ready.
units into an area, the Fog of
Infiltrating
War
enemy
will be
territory.
Now we will bring up the objective menu. The objective menu provides you with a list of all the primary and secondary objectives assigned to you by the game. Mouse over the objectives to get the description of each. Excellent. Anytime you want to refer to the objectives menu, click on the OBJ button on the upper menu bar. To select a unit or structure, simply click on it with the left mouse button. Go to your base and select the stronghold. Congratulations! You have just learned how to select units and structures in the game. Excellent!
Defending
You now
objective.
have Scout Marine
Scouts
Squad.
here.
Strategic points are
Infiltrating
located in
enemy
areas of
territory.
high strategic value on the battlefield. Capturing and controlling the strategic points on the battlefield is how you increase your requisition resource. Servitors are required to build additional structures. Servitors are always available from the stronghold. Select the servitor and build a listening post on the captured strategic point.
Defending objective. Yes, my lord. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions.
What is your will? Yes, Lord? Build routine 721 initiated. Yes, most beneficent one?
The listening post fortifies your hold of a strategic point, increasing your requisition rate at the same time.
Build routine 721 initiated. Here to serve.
Excellent. The point is now protected from enemy retaliation. You should continue to build listening posts on all your captured strategic points. Some structures, vehicles, and research require power to function. Building a plasma generator will supply you with the power you need to keep your force going. Select your servitor and build a plasma generator. The more plasma generators you have, the faster you will build up the power resource. You now have power. Plasma generators will continue to produce power at a constant rate. Note that there is a limit to how many plasma generators can be built per stronghold. Notice the white ring that appears around some of your structures when you are deciding where to build. This is the control zone. Most structures can only be constructed within the control zone, while others, like listening posts, can be built at other locations. When you are trying to place a new structure, its color changes from red to green as you move it around. A green color indicates that the structure can be placed at that location, so that building will begin. Select your servitor and build a chapel barracks structure.
Build routine 721
The
initiated.
chapel barracks is the structure where you can build more advanced Space Marine infantry units. Excellent. The chapel barracks is finished. Select your chapel barracks and build a Space Marine squad. These elite warriors will form the core of your military force.
Here to serve. Build routine 721 initiated. Here to serve. Yes,
Marine
sir.
squad deployed.
Space Marine squads are your all-purpose fighting
What's
force.
your order?
They are powerful and resilient and,
Weapons
with
at
research,
ready.
can be
It is
upgraded to
time.
counter almost
Scouts
any
here.
threat. They
Getting
can
into
also
position.
capture strategic points. Reinforcing is the act
Yes,
of
my
calling
lord.
in additional troops to bring your squad to maximum combat effectiveness. Select a Space Marine squad. Click the Reinforce Squad button to add one new unit to your squad.
Marine squad deployed.
You can reinforce during battle. In the event that a brother Space Marine falls to the enemy, you can click the Reinforce Squad button multiple times to bring the squad to full strength.
Scouts here.
Congratulations! You have reinforced your Space Marine squad. All units and vehicles have a health rating. Health is represented by the small green bar underneath each squad
Yes, my
or
lord.
vehicle. Remember, a squad takes damage as a whole.
Scouts
When
in
enough
position.
damage has been inflicted on the squad, the unit will die. If you lose any units during a fight, you can reinforce to bring your squad back to full strength. Make sure you watch the strength of your squad in battle. Reinforce often to make sure your squads are as effective as possible. Remember that when a unit with a heavy weapon dies, you lose that weapon from the squad. You will need to upgrade the squad to get the heavy weapon back. Select the chapel barracks and build a force commander. The force commander
I command
acts as
in
a
the
hero
name of the
for your
Emperor.
army. The
The
force
Emperor
commander is a veteran of
protects.
thousands of battles, and his combat prowess is unrivaled. He will lead your force to victory. Excellent. The force commander has arrived. The force commander cannot capture points, but is a skilled warrior who can be upgraded with powerful abilities. The Space Marine's other commander unit will become available as you build more facilities
On
and
alert,
unlock more
brothers.
research.
The enemy must be nearby.
Select your force commander and click the Attach
The
button.
Emperor
Now,
protects.
select the Space Marine squad.
Taking
This Space
command.
Marine squad is greatly enhanced by the addition of the force commander.
He
He can
who
also
stands
fight
with me
effectively
shall
on
be
his
my
own.
brother.
To detach the leader from this squad, simply
Beware
select
the
the
alien,
squad,
the
then
mutant,
click the Detach
heretic.
icon. It is located in the same place as the Attach icon. Very good. You are mastering
softly
advanced concepts
and
that
carry
will
a
help
big
you to
gun.
annihilate your enemies. Select a squad and take note of the small blue bar
While
just
the
under
enemies of
squad's
the
health
Emperor
bar.
still draw breath,
This blue
there
bar
can be no
represents the
peace.
morale of your squad. Morale represents the effectiveness of your units in battle. Think of it as a combination of mental focus, courage, and the willingness to fight. Various weapons in the game inflict morale damage as well as health damage. When your squad takes morale damage, the small blue bar will decrease, just like the health bar does. When the squad's morale becomes too low, the squad will break. A broken squad has lost the will to fight, and its combat effectiveness is drastically reduced. You do not lose control of broken squads. It is your choice whether to leave them in battle or retreat to gather strength. Also, certain units have abilities that can increase the morale of a squad. Morale can be an effective tool against your enemies. By destroying your enemy's morale, you cause them to lose combat effectiveness, making them much easier to kill. In this way, a small but properly armed squad can destroy an enemy force of superior numbers. Remember, tactics and strategy can turn the tide of almost any battle. Make sure you use this knowledge to achieve victory on the battlefield. You must build an armory in order to access weapon upgrades. Squads can be
I
equipped
await your
with a variety of
instructions.
weaponry. allowing you to prepare them against different enemy types. Notice a heavy bolter appears in one of your squad members' hands. This procedure can be performed with any of the available
Build
weapon
routine
upgrades.
7 to
Initially,
1
you can only
initiated.
upgrade 2 units
Beware
of
the
your total
alien,
squad with
the
heavy
mutant,
weapons.
the
By
heretic.
doing further research at the armory, you can unlock the capability to upgrade more. Select the stronghold and click the monastery upgrade icon. We must upgrade the stronghold to a monastery to gain access to squad leaders and other powerful research options and structures. Leaders are highly skilled warriors that can be added to some Space Marine squads. You will need strong leaders if you are to defeat your enemies.
My faith is my shield.
The monastery is complete. You can now add sergeants to some of your Space Marine squads.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. For terror, he who stands with me shall be
Sergeants
my
are
brother.
valiant leaders that improve
We
the
are the
combat ability
Emperor's
and morale
chosen.
of the squad they are part of. They will inspire your Marines to greater feats of heroism.
The Emperor protects. On
Excellent.
alert, brothers.
Your sergeant
The
has
enemy
arrived.
must be nearby.
Note that your sergeants are part of the squad and cannot leave it. Select your chapel barracks and build another Space Marine squad.
Today, the enemy shall know fear.
I await your instructions.
My faith is my shield.
Infiltrating enemy territory. Scouts awaiting orders. Reporting for duty.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
For the Emperor! Marine squad deployed. What is your order?
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Remember, holding strategic points increases your requisition
Walk
resource.
softly.
Without
and carry a
sufficient
big
requisition
gun.
resource, you cannot build the
Infiltrating
force you
enemy
need
territory.
to ensure your dominance of the battlefield.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Infiltrating enemy territory.
Today, the enemy shall know fear.
Infiltrating enemy territory.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. Today, the enemy shall know fear. The Emperor protects.
It's from the books. Blood Eagles.
Marine squad deployed. For the Emperor!
For the Emperor!
Infiltrating enemy territory.
Traitors. Under fire!
Scouts charge. Infiltrating enemy territory.
For the Emperor!
Scouts ready at your command.
Faith is our shield.
The Emperor protects.
Under fire! Fear denies faith.
Praise the Emperor.
Yes, my lord.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. My faith is my shield.
Infiltrating enemy territory.
Praise the Emperor. My
Excellent.
faith is my
You
shield.
have built a Space Marine squad and brought it to full strength. To mount an effective attack,
Praise the
you should
Emperor.
try to have several Space Marine squads fully
Scouts
reinforced
advance.
to maximum strength and upgraded with special weapons
Infiltrating
and a
enemy
sergeant. Your
territory.
field base has supplies and logistics to support a finite number of squads. The number of squads you can support at any given time is called your squad cap. You can see
Walk
your current
softly
squad cap
and
in the
carry a
resource
big
area
gun.
at the top of your screen. Once you have reached your maximum squad cap, you will not be able to call in any additional squads, so it's very important to keep an eye on this as you're building up your forces. You can increase your squad cap by building certain structures and researching upgrades, but there is always a maximum beyond which you cannot go. Some types of terrain
He
can
who
provide your
stands
squads
with
with
me shall
protection
be
from
my
enemy
brother.
fire. This is called cover. Select one of your infantry squads and move it into cover. The area of cover has been identified with a marker known as a
Yes,
ping.
my lord.
It is visible on the minimap as well as in the world.
Scouts charge.
Under fire!
Cover is useful in that it can provide your squads with additional defensive bonuses,
Under fire!
which
We
make them
stand
harder to
ready.
kill. It's easy to see cover in the terrain. Just look for your mouse cursor to change
Walk
as you
softly
pass over large
and
bombed
carry
out
a
craters
big
and
Yes,
cities
my
or
lord.
patches of thick foliage
My
in the
faith
jungle.
is my
You'll notice
shield.
that when you move your squads into an area of cover, a small cover icon will appear above them. This indicates that they are receiving a defensive bonus.
The Emperor protects. What would you have me do?
Scouts advance. On patrol. Scouts charge.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Scouts charge.
Under fire! Marine squad deployed.
Search commencing.
Excellent. Your squad is in cover. Units in cover are harder targets to shoot and take
Scouts
less damage
advance.
from ranged attacks
Marine
because of
squad
this.
deployed.
Use cover well to gain tactical advantages over your enemies. The best way to make sure you have enough requisition resource
Today,
is to
the
capture
enemy
and
shall
secure
know fear.
strategic points. Explore the map around your base
Ever
with your Space
vigilant.
Marine squads and capture
Understood.
any strategic points you encounter along the way. To complete this objective, you must capture 3 strategic
While
points.
the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Marine squad
Commencing
deployed.
infiltration.
Today, the
Marine
enemy shall
squad
know
deployed.
fear.
On patrol.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Marine squad deployed.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic. Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Make
Defending
sure you
objective.
use your servitor to build listening posts on any captured strategic points. This fortifies them against your enemies.
Ever vigilant. Fear denies faith. Moving out. We stand ready.
On alert,
What is
brothers.
your will?
Ever
The enemy must be
vigilant.
nearby.
I await your instructions.
You've reached the maximum number of squads you're allowed to field. Be sure to reinforce your squads to full strength
Build
to get the
routine
most out of them.
721 initiated.
If you have invested in wisely, you can press the delete button on your keyboard to terminate unwanted squads.
Build routine 721 initiated. Build routine 721 initiated.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Getting into position.
What would you have me do?
Orders received. Charge!
I await your instructions. Build routine 721
Under fire.
initiated.
Under fire! Faith is our shield. Charge!
Here to serve. As you wish.
Praise the Emperor.
Take and hold. Take and hold.
Here to serve.
For the
Build
Emperor!
routine 721
He who
initiated.
stands with me shall be my brother. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Excellent. You have captured 3 strategic points and built listening posts on them. Taking and holding strategic points is key to defeating your enemies. You can capture critical locations just like strategic points. In some multiplayer games, capturing and holding one or more of these critical locations can win you the game. You also get requisition from any critical locations you control. Use a squad to capture a critical location. Critical locations are points on the map that represent locations of critical strategic importance.
For the Emperor!
You captured a critical location. Note that critical locations cannot have listening posts built on them. You must find other ways to hold them. Holding relics gives you access to your army's best units and vehicles. Hold on to them to ensure you have access to your best technology. Use a squad to
Today
capture
the
a
enemy
relic.
shall know fear.
Relics are sacred points of great value.
Take and hold.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Under fire! Under fire!
Build routine 721 initiated.
For the Emperor!
You have captured a relic. You can build listening posts to fortify captured relics. You can also capture your opponent's relics to deny them access to their best units and
Under
technology.
fire!
Use your servitor to build a machine cult.
Build routine 721
Just like the chapel barracks is
initiated.
used to build infantry units, the machine cult is used to build vehicles. Vehicles are tough and nearly impervious to the attacks of non-upgraded infantry. They are a fundamental part of your army and can carry powerful support weapons.
Today the enemy shall know fear. My aim shall
Under
not
fire.
falter. My aim shall not falter.
Take and hold.
For the glory of the Emperor. Faith and duty. We shall know no fear. My aim shall not falter.
Excellent. You now have a machine cult.
My aim
You can
shall
build
not
powerful
falter.
vehicles from this building. Note that your field base can only support a finite number of vehicles. This limit is known as the vehicle cap. Just like squad cap,
He who stands
once you
with
have
me
reached
shall
that
be
cap,
my
you
brother.
cannot build any more vehicles. You can research technology at your stronghold that will increase your vehicle cap. Congratulations! You've completed the learning session of the tutorial. It is time to put what you have learned to work. Take control of the force and build up your strength so you can crush your enemy. Use infantry units to capture strategic points, and servitors to build listening posts on them. Continue to build
My
structures.
faith is
and
my
carry out
shield.
research that will
Take
increase your
and hold.
effectiveness in battle. Build additional squads and vehicles. Make sure you research upgrades that will increase both your squad cap and vehicle cap. Take this battlefield, and the next after that. The fight will never end until your enemies are crushed.
Under fire!
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Whirlwind artillery tanks deployed. Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Maintain attack formation.
On alert,
Under
brothers.
fire.
The enemy must be nearby. He who stands with me shall be my brother. My aim shall not falter.
I have awoken.
For the honor of the chapter.
Under fire. I have awoken.
My aim shall not falter. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Under fire. Orders received.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. The Emperor protects.
Orders received. Charge!
My faith is my shield. What would you have me do? Praise the Emperor.
Onward to glory!